Lovely, a pleasant morning to you. If you're just tuning in, thank you so much for making the smart choice and the smart switch and always keeping CVM and Sunrise in the mix. Now, fresh from his vacay with a few Irish Spring soap and Head and Shoulder shampoo, our teacher is back. Yes, Sir Carlton is here to talk funds over feelings, understanding emotional spending, exploring how things like stress, boredom, and happiness can lead to impulsive purchases and impact your long-term financial wealth. Sir Travelers, you know what I'm saying? The Sky Boss. Welcome back, Sir Carlton. How are you?
Good morning. The soap and socks, them are soon draw for them for the barrel.
Thank you. From your corner office.
No worries, sir. I got that. Andrew have it. Well, how are you, sir?
Thank you.
But it's good to be back. So good morning.
Great to have you back.
We're green coming. You're coming. Your money green.
You see that? You see that?
Andrew, get connected this morning. But good morning and welcome to all our viewers, as usual, all the persons, especially those watching the Money Masterclass.
Yes, sir.
So we have just wrapped up the Olympics. I heard us speaking about it earlier, and I know that gave us a whirlwind of emotions. We're happy 1 minute, we're sad. Andrew, I see your video. We laugh, we curse, we cry. All those emotions.
I retract the video.
You know, things happening because the emotion, which leads us to our topic this morning.
Yes.
Emotional spending, because I guess that we all experience emotions at some point in time.
Yeah.
So I know we have heard persons, you know, emotionally eat. Them eat and eat and eat and get out of control, and we judge from a distance. But there's something called emotional spending as well. So we are exposed to something in our culture now, especially now, YOLO. If you feel fit, do
you live only once.
You live only once. And while the narrative sometimes, a portion of it may be true, but when it comes to your financial life, suppose you are the one that lives to 70 and 75 and 80. We can't just be out there spending like that because we feel for something nice. One of the biggest blocks to our goals is really you and your emotions. Sometimes that's the biggest hurdle that we have to get over. If we have no discipline, then that sometimes drives us in the wrong direction. We're going back way, we should be going forward. So what is emotional spending? It is really a tendency to spend money in response to an emotional state of being.
Me teacher. Yes, I just want to put a pin right here, because anything that's normally related to emotions, people always ascribe that to females. And we just want to make it explicitly clear. So this is something that affects men just as much, if not more. Because alcohol is emotional spending.
You start the class early. Come do some research on
brightness.
It impacts both male and female. While they may go in different directions, women may do retail or get some clothes and shoes and whatever the case is. Men may go for gadgets or you say rum or alcohol. But it equally impacts both male and female.
Or buy a new car.
Or just go buy a new car. But what are some of the emotional state which pushes persons to go and do some emotional spending? Number one, stress or anxiety. Or sometimes you may feel a little bored. I may feel bored with that bag, you know, I want something different right now. Or you may be extremely happy and you think you need to celebrate by spending some money. Or you may be sad, you know, or you may be upset, anger, or frustration. You're tired of this, so you want to do something, but it's not out of the emotion where we should be spending, but Tansa back a little bit, But emotional spending can lead to a myriad of things. Number one, impulsive purchases. You just get up this morning, Andrew, and you just go buy something. No thought goes into this. You just go and buy. That's impulsive buying.
You know what I like to do? I like to impulsively go online and fill a cart. But me not check out.
You fill your card. We all have cards. We're full of things. I'm going to cash them out. All right? Good. It can also lead to overspending. So because you are driven by the emotion, you start spending. You feel you start spend. It can lead to buyer's remorse. And that is you buy something today, and when you go home, you say, but hold on. Miss Kitty cover her face. Zoom in on Miss Kitty's face, please. She cover her face. Buyer's remorse. When you go home, you say, well, I didn't really want this. You don't say, me want this.
I would like to say every new mothers will experience.
You got to buyer's remorse.
Listen, Carlton, for the love of me, when you're going to the store, why the baby things I'm going to call your name. So, no matter how me I try to avoid the thing, you know, come man, you know you want to buy me. It's going to look good for now.
You just hear your name.
Yeah, but and then when we go and we see the bag of clothes, I say, why me do it? What is this?
You don't need it.
May I tell you, it's
hard. Until we go out again?
Until we go out again, exactly.
And then we do the same thing again.
But for Miss Kitty, it may be for baby clothes, or somebody, it may be shoes, or maybe additional clothes, or something that you don't need. When you go home, you say, I shouldn't buy this.
Yeah, I buy one shoes in a tree color.
See, that don't make sense.
It makes sense for the outfit.
It doesn't make sense
because the baby foot have grow.
The baby foot have person when it grow not sit on the shop, we don't go barefoot.
It can also lead to
get the car.
It can't get in the car.
No.
Squeeze our foot.
Yeah.
It can lead to debt. It can lead to financial stress, and it can lead to unhealthy money habits.
That is
when we just go and spend based on how we feel. But what triggers this though? Something that triggers emotional spending, number one, biggest out on our social media.
Yes.
We see Mary have it, so guess what? Me want it. You see John have it, so me want it.
But they come up in your feed all the time, is it do it?
Yeah, but it's a part of what we call big data and things just because you hear we are talking about it, it start coming up in your feed. But sometimes it's because we see Jones have it over for them house, so we maybe want it as well. Yeah. But we want to curtail that. Yeah. Because social media sometimes pushes a narrative that fit everybody. I don't know what Andrew is doing, forget what Andrew have. So let us just stay for that. Number two, the ads. Yeah. As you talk about something, it come up on your feed.
Yes.
As you think about it sometimes, you wonder how come. But it is happening, and that impact, those are triggers. Sales and discount.
Oh, yes.
So sometimes you see the word sale.
It's no Clarence ready.
Not because then sale means you can afford it. Yeah. Sometimes it's not even a sale. True. Because 30% off. Off what? You don't even know what was the original price, because you weren't tracking this. It's a spend.
Oh,
but it's a part of marketing.
Black Friday.
The word sale. Andrew, the word sale. And people just start buying.
We're going to pray for you when we're done.
Olive oil and prayer.
Yes, sir, Mr. Seal.
You just want running.
Running.
It's gone. But if you don't plan for it and check the price before, it's not really a sale. True. Because you actually don't know where it's coming from.
True.
And you will lose, All right, quickly, I know time. Peer pressure. This is sometimes that trigger as well, and emotional events, like a breakup. Or your job will stress you out, or birthday, those things trigger you. All right, good. But how can we break this cycle? Number one, identify your trigger. What is your trigger?
The mall.
Social media.
When I go here.
The mall. Sale, you see the tag, sale. Those are your triggers. Well, know them. Track the expenses, track your spending. Sometimes if you track your money, you realize that too much money I got baby back, too much money I got children place.
Looking at the app.
Too much money I got you realize what's happening.
Yeah.
Number three, find coping mechanism. If you're stressed, go around. If you sleep it off. When Jesus Christ was to storm, he got sleep. Yes. Sleeping always start thing. Number four, make sure that you have goals. If you have goals, you must spend it can be tapered because you say to yourself, I don't want to run the goal off. I don't want to mash up the plan for the house. Number five, use the 48-hour rule. So if you want to buy something, say to yourself, I'm not going to buy it now. Let me go home. Look, think about it for 2 days. If you still see the need for it, I'll buy it. For major purchases, use a 30-day waiting period. For major purchases, like if you want to change a fridge or you want to buy a new car, think about it for at least a month. If desire is still there, you go back and buy it. And lastly, treat yourself within your budget. Nice. So if this money is just spending is within your budget, I'll pass it. But if it's outside of your budget, leave it alone. You cannot have oxtail stomach on turkey neck budget. Buy the turkey neck and have a wonderful day. My name is Captain Stewart. You know where to find me if you need any more help or tips in just spending within your limit and just building your financial life.
Miss Curly would say, not hang your hat, but you cannot reach it. Thank you, Carlton.
You can't tip it.
It's time for a quick break, Sunrisers. Time flies when you're having fun. When we return, we move from feelings and finances to the fields of physics in the Diaspora Link-Up segment. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us.
No, it's odd.